Long before factories, plastic, or steel, there was the coconut. It stood tall, unbothered and useful, a natural wonder crafted by millions of years of evolution. But too many ancient tribes around the world, it wasn't just a fruit, it was a gift from the earth, sacred tool, a silent guardian of life. While the modern world drinks its water and throws away the shell, the ancients saw the entire tree as a divine answer to survival, healing, and even storytelling. And so if you have ever wondered why coconuts have suddenly been showing up in your videos and why people seem so fascinated with them, then this is the answer. Welcome back, everyone. Today I want to share something unique about coconuts, something that connects us to ancient wisdom and tribal traditions. Our story begins with respect. You see, the ancient tribes didn't harvest coconuts in greed, but chose them with reverence. Before plucking a coconut from its branch, they would whisper prayers, asking permission from the tree and giving thanks for its bounty. This wasn't just a ritual, it was an acknowledgement that the coconut tree was a living being, provider of life and a teacher of many skills. But let's start at the beginning. Let's look at each part of the coconut and see how ancient tribes put it to use. We'll begin with the husk, the fibrous outer covering that protects the coconut. In our modern world, it's often discarded as waste. But to the ancient tribes, nothing was wasted. They discovered that the husk fibers, when dried and carefully processed, could be turned into strong ropes and sturdy strings. These ropes weren't just used for everyday tasks. They were used to build homes, hold tools, and carry heavy bundles across long distances. In fact, the coconut husk was so strong and versatile that it played a vital role in the lives of seafarers, who used it for boat building and repairs, allowing them to navigate the vast oceans with relative ease. Moving on to the shell, also known as the endocarp. This part of the coconut is what we crack open to get to the delicious flesh inside. But to the ancients, it was much more than just a container. They learned that the hollowed-out shell could be transformed into practical and even decorative items. They made fire bowls to keep their cooking fires contained and their flames dancing. They used them for storage, keeping precious items safe and dry. They even crafted them into musical instruments, creating unique rhythms and melodies that echoed through the ages. And when it came to the thickest part of the shell, they ingeniously carved designs or even armor. Yes, you heard me right, armor. When multiple shells were layered together, they created a surprisingly effective shield against minor blows. This ingenuity saved many a warrior and provided peace of mind for many a villager. But let's talk about the oil. Oh, the oil. Extracted from the meaty flesh inside the shell, this liquid gold was more than just a cooking ingredient. It was sacred. It was used for healing wounds, soothing sun and sea-hardened skin, and even anointing newborns during special ceremonies. During these rituals, the oil wasn't just applied, it was blessed. Imbuing it with protective powers against the elements and even evil spirits, women massaged it into their hair during moonlit ceremonies, believing it would strengthen their locks and bring out their natural beauty. Then, the elders used it to light sacred lamps during nights of storytelling, casting flickering shadows that danced along with the tales. When warriors rubbed it on their bodies before hunts, not for strength or courage, but as a way to feel more connected to nature, to become one with the trees and animals around them. And finally, the water. The sweet, fresh, pure water trapped inside the coconut. It wasn't just a drink, it was life. It was used in blessings, mixed with crushed leaves to treat fever, and even given to those passing into the next life as their final taste of Earth's kindness. Coconut trees themselves were never cut down without a reason. They stood like members of the family. In fact, elders believed that the tallest trees could sense intentions, so one approached them only when there was gratitude in their heart. During monsoons, families would gather beneath their wide leaves, believing the tree would protect them. During celebrations, dancers would paint their bodies using ash from burned husks, creating beautiful patterns that told stories of their heritage. Now, some might say these uses sound simple or even primitive, but they are anything but. They are a testament to the deep understanding these tribes had of their environment and their resourcefulness in using every part of the coconut. But there's more. Old tribal healers would carve secret messages inside dried coconut shells, believing that when placed in the ground, the spirits would carry those secrets up through the wind, up through the tree's crown into the sky. Can you imagine a network of whispers carried aloft by thousands of coconut trees? It's a beautiful, almost magical thought. The coconut tree is more than just a fruit. It's a symbol of sustainability, of respect for nature, and of the interconnectedness of all living things. The coconut teaches us to see value in everything, to use what we need and honor what we take from the earth. It reminds us that the answers to our problems often lie in the wisdom of nature, that the ancient ways hold valuable lessons for our modern world. In today's world, we often disconnect from the land, from our food, and from the natural world that sustains us. We overlook the ancient voices that whisper through our plants and soil, voices that have carried knowledge across generations. But these tribes didn't just survive, they thrived. They honored the coconut, understanding that in return it would provide for their needs and protect their traditions. And so the next time you hold a coconut, remember, you're holding history, a piece of an ancient legacy. Remember the ancient wisdom that whispers within its fibers, its shell, and its heart. And remember the forgotten path that connects us all to the wisdom of the ancients. Before we part ways, I have a question for you. What's your personal connection to nature? How do you find balance between your modern life and the ancient wisdom of the earth? Share your thoughts in the comments below, because your voice matters and your stories can inspire others. Also, if you found value in this video, show your support by hitting the like button, subscribing to my channel, The Forgotten Path, where ancient truths are never lost, only waiting to be remembered. Thanks for joining me on this journey through time and nature. Till next time, may your path be filled with wisdom, balance, and the enduring strength of the coconut.